Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Chadwick. A little screen to the running back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The inside handoff. Runs through the tackle. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. Lean to the wire. Touchdown.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ballgame.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Chadwick. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. After After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Ellis. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds him out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Alexander.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
You're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is.
Headed to the end zone. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. He's going for the goal line. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking for a man, it's Chadwick. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Ellis. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line. First and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air on second down. He's got an open man. Flying down the right side. He's at the 10. Touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Stevenson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Going right to work up top. Grab behind the line. It's Alexander. Reaches into the bagger, moves, and finds his way up to the 31.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Yeah, they definitely weren't able to chip up and get him on that one, but I'll tell you, a hit like that, that makes you think twice about wanting to run the football between the tackles for the rest of this game, because that dude has got some bad intentions. Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Skips away from pressure. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Got a man, it's Taylor. There he goes! Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
With the catch, it's Presley. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Quick pass on the fly motion. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And it's in there for a touchdown.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the back. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grab near the sticks, it's Johnson. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
A little release to the back. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. To the air, it's Chadwick. The screen, he's got wheels. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Got it in the middle, it's Ellis. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st down from the 43. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fellow from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the 1st half. defense trying to hold on to the lead. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop. But nice job on the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown.
Nice job putting a drive. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll leave it with him. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught in the backfield. It's Alexander.
Guys on the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Going deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the 1st half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Rolling right and going deep. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stevenson. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard.
And the offense will take over 1st and 10.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Starting this third quarter on the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking for space. It's Alexander. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate on his pass.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Unleashes one. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions, big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it behind the line. It's Maddox. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This offense has failed on its previous 2 fourth down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the air, it's Chadwick. Right on the money. Now across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Markway. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Ellis. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Chadwick. Complete. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete. So the first step of that was fine. They made the pass and catch, but no yards. They don't bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play. They just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking did not work.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kid, nice job.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Gonna run it. It's Alexander. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as...
Breaks into the open. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. See if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense in an empty set. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ellis. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They've got a third down and manageable from right around midfield. They'll try to get the first through the air. And it's incomplete on third down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Turning it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and 4.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finds his man. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Offense now working in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quick strike complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5. And now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for...
And he's got a touchdown. They'll line up to go for 2. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
He just threw it away. I get not wanting to throw an interception, but you think he might want to keep that play alive.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Ellis. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Taylor. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll keep it himself. Pick up of 5, it'll be 3rd down and 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Maddox. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Got it in the middle, it's Ellis. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
And the extra point is good, but that's just a little window dressing, and the game is over. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out.